Life is a time pass, क्या फर्क पड़ता है, कोई दिक्कत नहीं, पता नहीं, जो धारी राय सो मारी राय, nothing to do, nowhere to go, देखो सुनो मत बोलो, whenever, whatever you are, be 100% कर्नाटक, किसी को आओ मत कहो, किसी को जाओ मत कहो, ना कुछ पाना ना कुछ खोना, who asked you live at zero complaint level, मौज में रहो, be happy.
Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. तस्माद् आत्मनः आकाशसम्भूतः आकाशाद् वायु वायोरग्निः अग्निरापः अद्भ्या पृथिवी पृथिव्या ओषधया ओषधिभ्यो अन्नम् अन्नात् पुरुषः. So we are all the product of food. And therefore others can eat us. See? Annam hi sarva bhutanam ayuh. So, this is easier for us to understand the gross body. But what is required to be understood is, see, it is not only my body is made out of the 5 great elements, but every body. See? Now what is the logic? This body I am, that body I am not. We are intelligent people. This body I am, that body I am not. And the samsara begins. So what is the samsara? I am body is not the bondage. The bondage is only this body I am and that body I am not, the samsara begins. This body is separation ends when we are in deep sleep. See? Many years before, when I used to travel by, those days there was no AC also in our Indian railways. Like first class, second class, third class, and the 3-tier. 3-tier was the highest achievement. So we used to go by that. And when the train starts, fighting starts. तुम्हारे बाप की जगह है क्या? नहीं मेरे बाप की. Such a joy, isn't it? And after the train starts, heat, rush, and lullaby of the train, and then tiffins are opened and stomachs filled, and then slowly sleep comes. And after one sleeps, my feet are in somebody's lap, no problem. Somebody's hand is in my pocket, no problem. See? So there, this body I am, that body I am not is over. Yet we continue to exist. See? And therefore there is no problem. So what we have to learn is not only theoretical, it has to be applied. Differences may be perceived, but we should not differentiate on account of the differences. That is the spiritual practice we have to do. After this, we have seen this one yesterday. Now, inside this, Annamaya kosha is the pranamaya kosha. See? Now what is the pranamaya kosha? What is it? Tritiya Anuvak. Pranam deva anuprananti manusha pashavashchaye. All living beings, prana means life. So all living beings have the same story. This is on page number 115. But it is written in Hindi, how can we read commit suicide? Frustration. So, pranam deva anuprananti. Now here the meaning of the word, see, remember, we must have proper understanding, a reference to context. We are talking about body, our body. Now here deva means what? Dyotana deva. All faculties, 5 jnanendriyas, 5 karmendriyas, they are called deva. See? So, pranam deva anuprananti. When our life is of good quality, healthy, then that supports our all faculties. And manusha pashavashche, it is common for all the things, human beings as animals. Prano hi bhutanam ayuhu. So as long as the prana, the life is functional, we continue to exist. Tasmad sarvayusha muchyate. Therefore this prana is called as the ayusha, the life span. Sarvamevate ayuryanti ye pranam brahmopasate. And therefore those who worship the prana as the Brahman, they live long. Now understand what important thing. According to yoga, they say when the prana leaves, the body dies. Therefore prana is the Atma. And therefore per body there is one soul. This we have to break. It is not true. Kathopanishad says, na pranena, na apanena, martyo jivati kaschana. Itarena tu jivanti yasmin eto upashritau. We are not alive because of breathing. It is the other way around. Because we are alive, we are breathing. See the difference? But because the yoga students, under the philosophy of Sankhya, they consider the Prakriti, the Purusha separate, and there is one soul per body. And therefore, they have that understanding. But the truth is, as long as the life is, we breathe. So it is not because of the breathing we are alive. Because we are alive, the breathing happens. That is why it is mentioned here. Tasmad sarvayusha muchyate sarvamevate ayuryanti ye pranam brahmopasate. Therefore, seek not the breathing, but the life. See? How do we seek the life? Life is both the things, knowledge and action. See? Without knowledge, actions cannot happen. And unless actions are done, knowledge is not fulfilled. Therefore, these two things must merge together. See? This is how the self-confidence develops. When we respect our knowledge in our actions, and when our actions are the expression of our knowledge, there will be a different quality of life. But if our knowledge is, we should not become angry, but every time becoming angry and afterwards regretting, I don't know why do I become angry, and super anger, anger on anger. See, the reason is we have zero control. Therefore, this prana is brahmopasate. So recognize this jiva or the prana or the life is the expression of the divinity, wherein there is no I involved. Life is common for all. So prano hi bhutana tasma sarvayusha muchyateti Tasya eva sharira atma ya purvasya. Now, this prana is the atma of the gross body. Further, tasmadvad etas pranamayad anyantara atma manomayaha. Now see, outer covering is gross body. Inner layer is prana. Now, the third layer is the manomaya kosha. So, anyantara atma manomayaha. Tenaisha purnaha. So, the mind is everywhere, completely permeating the whole body. Sama esha purusha vidaha eva. And the shape of the body will be the shape of the mind. Then, tasya purusha vidatam anvayam purusha vidaha. Because he is a manomaya kosha is in the body, naturally it will be having the same shape as that of the body. Tasya yayureva shiraha. Now, like the same thing, head, right hand, left hand, and Atma and Brahma Pucham Pradishta. So, Tasya Yajureva Shiraha, Yajurveda is the head, because Yajurveda is the maximum and it is used exhaustively for all the Karma Kanda. Karma Kandas are normally done by the Yaju mantras, therefore it is prominent. So, Yaju Shiraha, Rug Dakshina Pakshaha, Rugveda is the right hand, and Samottara Pakshaha, Sama Veda is the left hand, and Adesha Atma. Whatever he is told, do's and don'ts in the scripture, that is the Adesha, that is the Atma, and Atharvangi Rasa Pucham Pradishta, and the remaining the Rasa, Atharva is the fourth Veda, Atharva Veda, that is the Pucham Pradishta. In this manner, Manomaya Koshi is the place where knowledge abides. Okay. Then what happened? We go to the next one. Yato vacho nivartante aprapya manasa saha anandam brahmano vidvan na bibeti kadachaneti tasesha eva sharira atma. Don't hurry up. Chant properly with the same tune. Somebody no. Tasesha eva sharira atma yapurvasya tasmadva etasmad manomayat anyantara atma vijnanamaya tenaisha purnaha sava esha purusha vida eva tasya purusha vidatam anvayam purusha vidaha tasya shraddhaiva shiraha ऋतं दक्षिणपक्षः सत्यमुत्तरपक्षः योग आत्मा महपुच्छं प्रतिष्ठा तदप्येष श्लोको भवति. Now, external is the Annamaya Kosh, inside is the Pranamaya Kosh, the third was the Manomaya Kosh. Now, Manomaya Kosh is the instrument of knowledge through which the knowledge about the worldly things and beings is corrected. That's all. Now the question is, knowledge for whom? See? When a phone comes, hey phone, kiske liye? Why should I tell you? How can I give to somebody? So, this mind is working for whom? So this is the Vijnanamaya Kosha. Therefore, first of all, the teacher tells, Yato vacho nivartante aprapya manasasaha anandam brahmano vidvan na viveti kadachaneti. So, this mind along with the speech, etc., it comes back that Brahmananda cannot be recognized by any one of them, but the one who knows this Brahmananda, he is not afraid for anything in life. So two things. When we function in this world, we have the arrogance that by physical body I can achieve realization. By the pranamaya kosha, by doing pranayama I can achieve. Or by the mind constantly crying, Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. The teacher says, no. Yato vacho nivartante aprapya manasasaha. The truth is beyond the scope of speech and mind. Therefore, if we want to know the truth, drop your speech and mind. This is what we told you in the morning class. When we stop talking to ourselves, mind is not degraded from the manomaya kosha to the pranamaya kosha. Mind is ready to go deep into the self. Therefore, Anandam Brahmano Vidwan. So the Brahmananda can never be known by the mind. Then he who knows this Brahmananda, what is the sign? Na vibheti kadachaneti. So up to the mind there is an element of fear in our life. I don't know what is going to happen. We are still at the level of the mind. When we rise above that, then na vibheti kadachaneti. Now tasya eva sharira atma ya purvasya. So this manomaya kosh and beyond the manomaya kosh is the vijnanamaya kosh. So this vijnanamaya kosh is the atma of the manomaya kosh. Now see clearly. First annamaya kosh, then anna is the atma of the annamaya kosh, then prana. Then prana is the atma of the pranamaya kosh. Then mind. Then mind is the atma of the manomaya kosh. Then we come to the vijnana. The vijnana is, vijnanamaya kosha is the atma of the earlier three. Meaning, gross body is governed by the prana. Gross body and prana are governed by the mind. Gross body, prana and the mind is governed by the vijnanamaya kosha. Now what is this vijnanamaya kosha? So, Anyantaratma Vijnanamaya. Then Sava Esha Purusha Vidha. He is also same like the body. Now Tasya Purusha Vidhatam Anvayam Purusha Vidha. Then Tasya Shraddha Eva Shiraha. So what is the location of the Shraddha? See. Yoya Shraddha Sa Eva Saha. Shraddha is the inner strength which makes us function in the unknown field of life. When we know something, we don't require Shraddha. See? Do you know yourself or you have Shraddha? No, I know myself. Do you know him? No, I don't know him. Maybe a good person looks like, but I don't know him. So, when we don't know somebody, like we go by the flight. Do you know that the flight is going to land or go up there straight? On what basis we get into the flight? See? Therefore, Shraddha is the inner strength. And this inner strength is located in the Vijnanamaya kosha. Because it is the I factor. So, Tasya Shraddha Eva Shiraha. Then, Rutam Dakshina Pakshaha. Rutam, the right hand, is the Rutam, the truth as declared in the Upanishad. Rutam Dakshina. Then Satyam Uttara Pakshaha. Then the left hand is whatever is established or told by the scriptures, that alone is accepted as the ultimate authority. Don't go on changing. Therefore, two words come. Satyam Rutam Vadishyami, Satyam Vadishyami. The Rutam is the truth as authenticated by the scriptures, and Satyam is the truth which is practiced in our day-to-day life. Otherwise, scripture says something and we practice something, then we are not going the right way. So, Rutam Dakshina Pakshaha Satyam Uttara. Then Yoga Atma. So, now Yoga Atma. It is this Vijnanamaya Kosha. See, where the I is born. Up to the body never says I am body. Prana never says I am prana. Mind never says I am mind. It is the I Vijnanamaya Kosha that says, I am so, I am so. See? Therefore, I, Vijnanamaya Kosha, is the heart, Atma of the remaining three. When Vijnanamaya Kosha disowns the body cannot survive. It gets disintegrated. And therefore, in our scriptures, when we are told about the Antakaran Chatushte, Mana, Buddhi, Chitta, Ahankar. So, mind we understand a seat of confusion. Then Chitta we know a seat of memory. Then Mana, Buddhi is the seat of inquiry. And Ahankar. Ahankar is that, it is not ego. Ahankar is that because of which the five elements remain together and the body is kept alive. That is Ahankar principle. So, this Mahapucham Pradishtha, what is the Maha? Maha is this Ahankar. So, the Ahankar is the expression of the Paramatma, the Brahman, and therefore Mahapucham Pradishtha, we are individual only with reference to the totality. Individuality has no existence and value without the totality. See, slowly the teacher is bringing us to a wider and wider field. Now we go to the next one. Then all five I will explain to you together. Vijnanam yajnam tanute, karmani tanute picha, Vijnanam deva sarve, brahma cheshtum upasate, Vijnanam brahma chedveda, tasmat chenna pramadyati, Sharire papmano hitva, sarvan kaman samushnuta iti, tasaiva eva sharira atma, yapurvasya, tasmadva etasmad vijnanamayat, अन्योंतर आत्मा आनंदमयः तेनैष पूर्णः सवा एष पुरुषविद एव तस्य पुरुषविदताम् अन्वयं पुरुषविदः तस्य प्रियमेव शिरः मोदो दक्षिण पक्षः प्रमोद उत्तर पक्षः आनंद आत्मा ब्रह्मपुच्छं प्रतिष्ठा तदप्येष श्लोको भवति. Now this Vijnanamaya Kosha, having told now further information about Vijnanamaya Kosha. Vijnanam yajnam tanute. Tanute means expands. Vijnanamaya Kosha, the seat of I. Body doesn't do anything, prana doesn't do anything, mind doesn't do anything. It is the I who does everything. See? So this I, Vijnanamaya Kosha, yajnam tanute, he expands activities. See? Whatever is there is not enough. I think I should start some business. What should I start? What is business? The more you can cheat the people, successful you are. See? Now I think I should get married once more. Vijnanam yajnam tanute. This I is constantly wanting this and that and doing this and that. Yajnam tanute. Then karmani tanute picha. So when you undertake something, naturally along with that lots and lots of activities are there. Then Vijnanam deva sarve. So all the Deva, all the faculties, they are dedicated to this I. The eyes are not seeing, I am seeing. So eyes are made available to this Vijnanamaya Kosha. When I lift a book, Kriya Shakti, the right hand is not lifting. I am lifting. Because the body has no intelligence, the prana has no intelligence, mind is only an instrument of knowledge. See? If you take your phone is gross body, Annamaya Kosh. Power inside is Pranamaya Kosh. See? And various apps is Manomaya Kosh. Whose phone is this? Phone doesn't, it's mine. No, somebody else's. So Vijnanamaya Kosha is a seat of I, Kartrutva Bhiman. So, when this Kartrutva Bhiman, I there, then he is constantly planning, do this. Karmani Tanasve, Vijnanam Deva Sarve. Then, what is Deva, all the faculties? Brahma Jeshtam Upasate. So all these faculties consider the Vijnana I as the ultimate. And therefore, all our activities are meant for this ego I or the Vijnanamaya Kosha. Now, further, Vijnanam Brahma Chedveda. See, if we come to discover this I is none other than the divine, then what will happen? All selfish activities will come to an end. The question, what will I get if I get realized? Why should I chant the Lord's name? Why should I give charity? See? So, if we come to discover our essential nature, Brahman, you know what happens? 2 words you will delete from your language. Why and how. This is how this I or the Vijnanamaya Kosha takes us away from our divine nature. We become argumentative. We differentiate I versus you. It is this fellow, Vijnanamaya Kosha. But if this Vijnanamaya Kosha comes to realize, see, Vijnanam Brahma Chedveda. Now when you take your examples. The child is separate from the mother. But when the child is hungry, mother suffers. When the child is having a problem, she feels bad. Why? Although physically the child is separate, but yet the child is one with the mother. Exactly the same way. Separation of the body has nothing to do with the oneness. And this is what Brahma, Vijnanam Brahma Chedveda. So from the absolute standpoint, differences may appear, but that is not the criteria for differentiation. So, Vijnanam Brahma Chedveda, then Tasma Chenna Pramadhyati. Then he should not pramada, he should not forget it. Meaning, although living in one body, but expand your horizon to the infinite. See? Then what will happen? I will be replaced by we. See? Less of I and more of we. You know, these days, in all the companies, they don't talk about I, they talk about our team, I am the team leader. See? Team is important, more of we and less of I. So, Tasma Chenna Pramadati, then Sharire Papano Hitva. Then what happens? This papi, this sinful one, living only for oneself, that individual I, Hitva, will be slowly dissolved, will be slowly discarded. Then Sarvan Kaman Ashnutayiti, then all his desires stand fulfilled. Now see, it is said, before marriage, a man should fulfill his desires of having different type of clothes. After marriage, shopping for clothing is done only for the wife. Husband, फटी हुई पैंट. See? Why? Because now the husband has expanded up to the wife. Then it is said, before the kids are born, fulfill all your desires of eating, whatever you want to eat. After the kids are born, if something you get, no, my dabbu likes it, not take it. See? Why? Because expansion. This is the principle of homeopathy. You know homeopathy? Sabudana khichdi. When I was not well, my friend happened to be homeopath. He said, Swami, you take this, it will be okay. I said, it will be okay, what about me? I should be okay. So, he gave 3-4 pills I had to get. He said, now next dose I will give after 6 months if I survive. I said, why so distant? Normally, after 3 hours the medicines are given. He said, no, this is a high potency. Then I got frightened. No, what is going to happen? High potency. I said, explain what is high potency. This has given me this knowledge. He said, high potency means, he explained, 1 drop of medicine diluted in 100 drops of medicine. That diluted medicine, 1 drop, diluted in 1000 drops of water. Further dilution. Then that 1 drop of diluted medicine, diluted further in 10,000 drops of water. And it is diluted to such an extent, no chemical process can establish the presence of medicine in that medicine. Then that extremely diluted medicine works directly on the nucleus of the cell. Therefore, it is very powerful. I said, hey, thank you, Guru Maharaj. Swamiji, why are you telling me? I said, no, you have given me the highest knowledge. I concentrated medicine. I and my wife reduce. I and my wife, my first child, further reduce. I, my wife, my second child, further reduce. Who want to reduce? See? So when the I includes everything, what will happen? Most powerful medicine. And therefore, all the great masters, when they say something, it happens. Most powerful. See? In Vrindavan, there was one Mahatma having problem, hydrocele problem. Now, he was unaware of his body. See? And sitting, and like a big football, he was sitting. So people used to come do namaskar and go. One youngster, he also came and started laughing at him. This is a Babaji, see, laughing like mad. Then this Babaji said, "Kyun beta, pagal ho gaye kya?" And he became mad for life. See? Never play with Mahatmas like this. The reason is, what is the locus of existence? We are living at the lip level, that is Vaikhari Vani. Then, if you become subtler, you expand, you come to the Madhyama Vani. Then, if you further dilute, expand, you come to the Pashyanti Vani. All the great Mahatmas, they live in the Pashyanti Vani. In Vaikhari Vani, the object and the word indicating the object, they are separate. Like this is a mic, so mic is an object and the word mic is in my mouth, they are separate. Madhyama Vani, the object and the word indicating the object, both are thoughts. What we call Khayali Pulao. Now today we have to go to Kaichi Dham, I should do this thing, that thing, and here Kaichi ka tree no ja rahe. So, object as well as the word indicating the object, both are only thoughts. That is the Madhyama Vani. And Pashyanti Vani is that where the object and the word indicating the object, they are not yet separated. See? And therefore, such great masters, whatever they say, it happens. See? This is how this I, when it is diluted, this is what they said here. Vijnanam Brahma Ched Veda. Who is this I? Is this I, this useless individual? I have done this thing, I have done this. What can we do in life? Even a sneeze, it comes. And it doesn't come. Disgusting. What is in our hands in this world? But what an arrogance. I have done this, I have done that. So, Vijnanam Brahma Ched Veda, Tasma Chena Pramadyati. Thereafter, he will never go the wrong way. Pramada is going wrong way. And it becomes our specialization. You must have seen, there are some people who are punctually late. From here, what I see, you don't see from there. How far is from your place to here? And yet, 2 minutes. See? This is what is the punctuality. See? Pramad. Therefore, Tasmat Chena Pramadati Sharire Papano Hitva. Then what will happen? In this very body, the papi, the I will be dissolved. See? Mahatmas and you and me are not separate. When we allow the divine to express through us, जब परमात्मा प्रकट होता है तब आदमी को महात्मा कहते हैं. When man is manifesting through the man, he is a CH Atma. You know CH Atma? Chota Atma. Not Mahatma, Chota Atma. And what is a Chota Atma? Constantly complaining. See, they are the mobile complaint boxes. Therefore, Sharire Papano Hitva, that means although he is functioning through the body, yet he is not influenced by the limitations of the body. See? Because now he is no more taking himself to be a simple, useless, disgusting ego, but he has diluted himself to such an extent. Therefore, Mahatmas never get insulted. See? Now, Papano Hitva, then Sarvan Kaman Samushnutaiti. Then what happens? All his desires stand fulfilled. So be attentive. What is the meaning of desires fulfilled? When you don't have desires, they are all fulfilled. How simple it is. How to achieve that? Arey Mahamantra hai, jo thari rahe so bhari rahe. Relax. Give it a try. This is not just a joke. If we give ourselves minimum choice, maximum happiness. Zero choice, absolute happiness. But our problem is, what is there, it should be changed. See? And therefore, when we come to our essential nature, now why it happens, sarvan kaman samashnuti iti, nothing can be added to the infinite. Nothing can be taken away from the infinite. See? But we are so much buried under the finite individuality, I, and therefore joy, sorrows, I get, I don't get, worries, tension all the time. See, friends, we have to learn from all the things which are happening around us. See? Those who become miserable because of others, they deserve. We should not become miserable because of others. Then what we should do? Make others miserable. I'll tell you the technique of making others miserable. When you are happy, others are miserable. इनको तो कुछ होता ही नहीं. See, friends, can there be a better spiritual practice than this thing? Let the other fellow say, you know, अच्छा चाय बनानी है. See, friends, life is like a cup of tea. It depends how you make it. You boil unnecessarily and then complain it is bitter, you are responsible. Therefore, sarvan kaman samashnuta iti. Now, of this vijnanamaya kosha, then tasya eva sharira atmaya purvasya. So, this vijnanamaya kosha is the atma of the earlier three. Now, tasmad va etasmad vijnanamaya anyantara atma anandamaya. Now, other than this vijnanamaya kosha, there is another layer. See, like when the coats are stitched, there is inner layer, like that. So, etasmad anyantara atma anandamaya. Now, tenaisha purnaha. This anandamaya is completely permeating throughout. Then, sama esha purusha vida eva is also of the shape of the purusha. Tasya purusha vidatam anvayam purusha vidaha, exactly like the human being. Now, tasya priyameva shiraha. What is the topmost head is priya. I like this, I don't like this. Then, modo dakshina pakshaha. Then, whatever I get, I am so happy. And pramoda uttara paksha, left hand, if I get it again, I am more happy. Ananda atma. But all these are the modification of the ananda. See, that which cannot be improved is ananda. That where there are degrees of happiness, it is not ananda. Moda, pramoda, amoda. See? Therefore, it is modo dakshina paksha, pramoda uttara paksha, ananda atma, then brahma pucham pradishtha. Now, where from this ananda comes? Brahma pucham pradishtha. It is the Brahmananda. Therefore, I was telling you, in the deep sleep, we are in the Anandamaya Kosha, and Anandamaya Kosha is expressing the Brahmananda in the deep sleep. Therefore, sleep. Do you think we are listening? छोले भटूरे कहाँ जाएंगे? When we sit for taking food, it is as if it is the last supper. And then every time the same story. आज जरा ज़्यादा ही हो गया. One of the most difficult things to control is this tongue. It's only a question of commitment to something higher in life. When something higher we seek, lower things drop automatically. So, tasya priyameva shiraha modo dakshina paksha pramoda uttara paksha ananda atma brahma pucham pradisha tadapesha shloko hoti. Therefore, What we have seen so far, that tasmad atmanaha akasha sambhutaha akashad vayu, vayoragni, agnirapa, etc. And then finally we came to the Anandamaya Kosha, and the foundation of the Anandamaya Kosha is Brahma. Where from we started? We started from the Brahman. Satyam Dhyanam Anantam Brahma Yo Veda Nihitam Guhayam Parame Vyomanna Soshnute Sarvan Kaman Saha Brahmana Vipaschiteti. See? Then Sarvan Kaman Saha, all his desires stand fulfilled together. Now here what is said? See? The same thing. That Sarvan Kaman Ashnuta iti. See? The same thing. It's not different. Because Brahmananda is infinite, which cannot be improved or corrupted. And this trailer of Brahmananda we get when we are in deep sleep. See? Therefore, in Prashnopanishad, this mantra comes, where the teacher says, Ahar Ahar Brahma Gamayati. Every night when we sleep, we are one with the Divine. And that is why when we have good sleep, we feel so fresh. Where from the freshness has come? Because we were completely detached from these Panchakoshas. And in deep sleep, Anandamaya, Maya is modification. Like Annamaya Kosha, modification of the food is the body. Then Pranamaya Kosha, modification of the air is the Pranamaya Kosha. Then Manomaya Kosha, modification of the knowledge is Manomaya Kosha. Vijnanamaya Kosha, modification of the I is the Vijnanamaya Kosha. Then Anandamaya Kosha, modification of the Brahmananda is Anandamaya Kosha. Maya Matu Pratyaya is there. Maya is added. See? Therefore, this Anandamaya Kosha is the place where we can discover divinity, therefore keep sleeping all the time. After this is done, now the teacher takes the next theme. Before we go there, I want to confuse you. What we have understood so far? Annamaya Kosha, suppose this holy thing is Annamaya Kosha, external. Inside is Pranamaya Kosha. Inside is Manomaya Kosha. Inside is Vijnanamaya Kosha. Inside is Anandamaya Kosha. Inside is Brahman. This is what the yogis and meditating people do it. Don't disturb. Nikal gaya. No. See, if you can catch what I am going to tell you, you have learned Taittareya Upanishad. Tasmat Brahmanaha Atmanaha Akasha Sambhutaha. Isn't it? So Akasha is the container, Brahman is the container, from the Brahman Akash came out. From the Akash, see, Vayu came out. From the Vayu, the fire came out. From the fire, the water came out. From the water, the earth came out. From the earth, the Anna came out. From the Anna, the Annamaya Kosha came out. From Annamaya Kosha, Pranamaya, Manomaya. So the Brahman is inside or outside? Think. Not going with this understanding, this is for meditation. Focus your attention on the Bhrumadhya. Afterwards, tremendous headache. See? Or else focus your attention on the center of the heart. Cartoons. There was one student, he came to me, Swamiji, I am having tremendous headache. I am doing everything. I attend the classes, I chant the Upanishad Veda, and I can't do the meditation, but my headache is not going. What should I do? I said, see, I got simple rules. No discussion, no argument. After I talk, you do or you don't do. I am not interested in you. Okay, Swamiji. I said, from tomorrow, don't attend any class. Go out to Chowpatty. Eat nice bhel puri. Go and see some movie. Move here and there. Every day. Go in the morning, come in the evening. Money I'll give you. Swamiji, I said, you are arguing. Then he went accordingly. Second, third day. He says, Swamiji, now I don't need to go. Why? Headache is not there. I am fresh. I did everything initially. What happened? I said, because, now take another example. See, if you get right understanding, you get right examples. This thread, isn't it? One end of the thread is free. Other end of the thread is attached to the cloth, is it not? If I forcibly pull this, what will happen? There will be wrinkles formed on the cloth, is it not? Your body identification is not given up. And you pull your mind, ooh, all the wrinkles happen. I don't know, I am feeling very funny. You're not feeling, you are funny. Without detaching from the body, meditation will be a bluff. Remember, my friends, if we have this notion that by meditation we will get something, we are on the wrong track. See, meditation liberates us from all desires. See, sarvan kaman samashnutayati. All desires gone. That is self-realization. Otherwise, I can read his mind. With your own mind, you are frustrated. Why read somebody else's mind? See? It is so important, friends. And reading somebody's mind is not a big deal. It questions how you are practiced. You know, this principle I learned. Once there was some problem in my laptop. And I am not a softy or a hardy. So I asked some hardy softy. So I called my friend in USA. And I said, hey man, this is hanging here, I can't do anything. Please do something. He said, okay, Swamiji, you start it and then tell me your password and all that. And then he was in USA. From there he entered my laptop, sorted it out. For me, for him, casual. Now those who have learned how to enter somebody else's mind, they can tell anything. Who are those people? Hackers. So all those who read your mind, they are hacker Anand. What business we have got to enter somebody's mind? But once you know that technique, so you go there. हाँ गुप्ता जी ठीक है ना, लड़के की शादी हुई कि नहीं? अरे महात्मा जी knows. Maharaj ji, how do you know my name is Gupta ji? For every Beokuf I call Gupta. यहाँ को यही क्या पता है? Friends. Now this is Brahmananda's trailer. You tell me, what did you get? Where from that happiness is coming? You have not purchased it. You have not struggled for it. Only you allowed that Brahmananda to surface. See, spiritual practice is not becoming abnormal. Therefore, what we have to work according to this, don't get inside. Annamaya kosha inside, pranamaya kosha inside, manomaya kosha, vijnanamaya, and behind Anandamaya kosha is the Brahman. Must be suffocating, you know. See? So, how should we approach? See? We told you in the morning, you are sitting. Now, as long as our mind is having a shape or a form, we are in bondage. We have to discard the shape of the mind. In deep sleep, our mind has zero shape. When there is no shape, we are happy. So we have to practice, make the mind shape free. How to make it? Start playing. What it is like being without any shape or without any form. So there is struggle. No chitta vritti nirodha. What is in this world which doesn't have any shape or a form? Keep on thinking. Then you come to know space doesn't have any shape and a form. Okay, let us play, not do. Let us play shape, space. So what you have done? You have given your mind an object called space. Now know the basics. The food for the mind is name and form. Without name and form, or name or the form, mind cannot survive. So when we give the mind space as an object of knowledge, mind tries to catch the formless mind, a formless space, and in that, mind dissolves in consciousness. Therefore, the meditator also disappears. What remains is the truth. When something is created, is it a burden to the space? When something is destroyed, is it a loss to the space? Is the water making the space wet? The fire burning? The air lifting the space and taking somewhere? No. So, the formless, shapeless space supports all shapes and forms without getting influenced by any one of them. So let us play what it is like being other than the body. The body means what? Shape, size. So give the mind an object which has no shape, no size. So we come to know only space. So meditation is play, space. See? You are not torturing the body. Your mind is dissolving on consciousness. Now, when something is constructed, is it an addition to the space? Something destroyed, Is it a loss to the space? No. In the same manner, when we see the worldly things, when we go through good or bad experiences, can anything happen to the mind? Nothing happens to mind. Something happens to I. How this I is born? Vijnanamaya Kosh. Vijnanamaya Kosh is doing meditation. Body doesn't do, Pranamaya doesn't do, Manomaya doesn't do. Vijnanamaya is doing meditation. Now his instrument is first the mind, then the prana, then the body. So yoga teachers tell, first of all body, holding on to the body. Then when body identification becomes firm, then pranayam, bharte raho. Then after that is done, then control the mind. No. Everything is in me. This is what here the Upanishad says. See? Satyam jnanam anantam brahma yo veda nihitam guhayam parame vyomanna in the chidakasha. For the ocean, there is nothing like in and out. For the gold, there is nothing like in and out, it is solid. For the space, there is nothing like in and out. For the hall, there is inside outside. For the pocket, there is inside outside. For the space, there is no inside outside. Relax. To what extent? To the extent the space is. Space is not tense, relax. Now this experience, let us discover in ourselves. Vision supports all colors and forms. Is it influenced by any color and form? Do we have to do anything? Nothing. That is our natural state. Not getting influenced by anything is our natural state. But instead of recognizing this, we add problems. See? I can't sit in Padmasana. What should I do? Sit in Shirsasana. Better. See? You will see all the yoga institutions everywhere. Yoga means, twist kare. Twisting the body here and there and all that. What is yoga? Circus. Therefore, play with this idea. Then continue. What must be the experience of the space if I am formless like the space? Work on it. Then we come to discover space supports everything, rejects nothing, at the same time doesn't get influenced by anything. So that is our meditation. Somebody will praise, somebody will condemn. So what is to be done? As you listen to satsang, listen to other things. Here we are told, you are Brahman, Swamiji, calm. Okay, you are a fool. How do you know? See, my friends, if you are really walking on a spiritual path, you can never be miserable in life. Make the miseries miserable. To work on these lines. So, space supports everything, resists nothing, doesn't get influenced by anything. See? So, somewhere there is a temple, somewhere there is a toilet. कोई बात नहीं, क्या फर्क पड़ता है? और महामंत्र क्या फर्क पड़ता है? तो है. More than what we have, whatever we have, how do we deal with it? That is important. Then we are practicing meditation 24/7. See, I have seen so many so-called meditator students. Because I don't do, but they come and ask, Swamiji, what happens, in our ashram, when our Guruji tells that you have to do meditation. And first of all, he tells, switch off all the lights. Outside there is a board. Meditation in progress, don't disturb. Bracket, we are already disturbed. And switch off. Why they tell the switch off the light? Why don't you ask him, no, we are afraid he scolds us. So I should tell you, yes. I said they switch off all the lights so that both the teacher and the student can sleep. See? Collective sleeping. See? And then sometime, when they are doing meditation, some of the students, they do very peculiar mudra. What is that we don't understand? What is that mudra? Mudra is... What is that? That is the sleep mudra. Can there be misery? Everywhere you can see this world full of joy. This happens only because we are mistaking that Atma is inside. See? If the gold has to see where are the ornaments, or if the ornament has to see where is the gold, then ornament has to go inside. He has to do nothing. That which is gained through knowledge is not created. That which is created through action is fake. Infinite cannot be created. Infinite cannot be destroyed. Infinite cannot be modified. See? But these funny physicists, they start doing, Atma, infinite. No words. Therefore, our scriptures tell, Mauna Vyakya, that supports both the sound and the silence is the truth. That which supports both the gain and the loss is the truth. That which supports waking dream on one side, something gained, deep sleep samadhi, everything lost. That which supports both loss and gain is the truth. You don't have to go anywhere. And this can happen, my friends, only if we remove that notion, Atma is inside. What is said? Anyotara Atma. Anya, other than this. Other than this doesn't mean inside. Other than the Annamaya Kosha is the Pranamaya Kosha. Other than the Pranamaya Kosha is the Manomaya Kosha. Other than the Manomaya Kosha is Vijnanamaya Kosha. Other than that is the Anandamaya Kosha. Other than the Anandamaya Kosha is the Brahmananda. See? Therefore, in Kaivalya Upanishad, it is distinctly brought out. Mayi eva sakalam jatam, mayi sarvam pradishtitam, mayi sarvam layam yati tad brahmadvayam asmaham. This mantra you put in the mouth of the water. What will be the expression of the water? Mayi eva sakalam jatam, everything is in me. Now be attentive. I was going by cruise somewhere from Miami to Bahama Islands, daytime, bright day, and I was enjoying the seagulls and standing near the place on the big ship. My friend came. Swamiji, what are you seeing? I said, nothing. Can you imagine what? How much deep the water will be here in the sea? I said, I don't reply wrong questions. What is wrong? The water is in the sea or the sea is in the water? Swamiji, Vedanta don't bring... No. Think properly. When you say, how much deep is the water in the sea, what do you mean? Sea is a container in which water is put, is it not? But is this the truth? The truth is, water is called sea. In the same manner, Brahman is called ego. Brahman is called the world. And therefore, water doesn't get drowned in the ocean. When the waves are born, water doesn't become many. When the waves die, there is no condolence meeting with the water. So from waves' point of view, I versus you. Jagda. You are going ahead of me, I will also shoot. I move and eat that wave. From the water's point of view, kahan jaogi? You'll come back to me. See, friends, therefore, our understanding of death is what? Oh, he died and gone. From the standpoint of Bhagavan, yeah, गधे से निकला घोड़े में गया कहाँ गया? Both are in me. See, experience of God about death and life is what? I take out money from my right pocket and put in my left pocket. Is it a loss or gain? See? This fellow was not suitable in the horse. Let us make him a donkey. Who dies? Neither birth nor death is nothing. Our Gaudapadacharya, this shlok is ultimate. Na nirodho na cha utpatti na baddho na cha sadhaka na muktaha na mumukshurvai ittesha paramarthata. The ultimate is, nothing is created, nothing is destroyed, nobody is born, nobody dies, nobody is seeking, nothing is sought. Relax. See, friends, discover this truth and be happy. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.